relationship with MI Lifestyle. Uh, Actually, Kailashji and Bharatji and Harshvardhan Jainji, they've all come to Shoolini University and a lot of other leaders as well, right? So we had a word with Muthuswamiji and Savananji, and they said that we should uh, share the perspective with you as well, right? So we came to Chennai also with Federation of Direct Selling Association. So we'll speak for like 30 minutes, and at the end of it, if you have any questions, you can let me know, right? So we'll try to answer it. So what is the agenda for the talk today? So we'll be talking about direct selling. What is direct selling? What is the present of direct selling in world in India? And we shall talk a little bit about the future of direct selling in India as well, right? I shall discuss what SEDSA is. SEDSA is something that I head at Shoolini University. It's a center of excellence. We'll talk about it. Then we shall also talk about why academics in direct selling. Because as told by Savananji, some of you have like kids who are young kids, 13, 14, 15-year-olds. And we always have a plan for our kids, right? So we want them to become a doctor or an engineer. But have we ever thought about making them a direct seller? Right? We always think that we'll have them do BTech or MBBS or uh, like law, LLBs and everything. But do we have an option wherein we can give them an education in the field of direct selling? That is what we shall talk about with you, right? And why your children should take up direct selling as a career. And we are preparing a ground for that. We are preparing a platform for that, right? And what is the way forward? So these are the things that we are going to talk about in today's session. Before we start, so uh, uh, good introduction was shared by your honorable team with all of you. I hope some of you understand where I'm coming from, who I am, and uh, what's my background, right? So I've spent my almost entire life like in direct selling, so 25 years into direct selling. So earlier as a distributor, then as a consultant, and now I'm an educationist and a researcher, right? So where did it came from, right? So I was pursuing just a bit of background into my story and where did the thought of this education in direct selling came from. So I started my direct selling career in 2002 as a distributor of a renowned company, and I did very well there, pretty well there. Like I was quite successful in my area. I was the top leader, and I used to conduct all the meetings like Sarvananji and Muthuswamiji is conducting today, right? So I used to conduct all the meetings in a district headquarter called Solan in Himachal Pradesh. And in 2012, direct selling went through a very bad phase, right? So there was a lot of investigations, a lot of challenges that came. And I understand because I'm talking about it, the challenges, because this is a leadership team. Generally, we do not talk about the challenges, but uh, direct selling was not going through the best of times in 2012. And fortunately, I also happened to join academics in 2012. I came to Shoolini University. So I joined Shoolini University in 2012. So this is my 13th year with Shoolini. Before joining Shoolini, uh, I completed my MBA in 2001. And from 2001 to 2012, in 11 years, I changed 8 careers, right? And why is so? So people say that if you are changing careers too soon, so probably you're not good at anything, or you've not found something that you're good at. You've not found what you're made for. So I kept on striving, and 2012 I entered education. Plus, I was already into direct selling. And when I came to Shoolini, my seniors guided me that if you want to pursue a career in education, you need to complete your PhD. Now, they said that you should do your PhD in a subject in which you're very passionate about. And second thing, that you have a question to be answered. You have some confusion. You have a problem that you need to solve. So the answer to both of these was direct selling because I was very passionate about direct selling. And when there was like challenges to direct selling in 2011 and 12, so I thought and it occurred to me that my career would be like, is not safe in direct selling. That is what I understood. And that was the question I wanted to ask myself, whether direct selling is a good occupation or a profession to pursue. And I thought that I'll research through it. I'll research through it end to end, and I'll find the answer to this question. And if direct selling comes out to be a good profession, I'll educate people on that. I'll spread the word everywhere. And if direct selling by any means happens to be not so good as a profession as it is told to be, again I'll spread the word and I'll stop people from doing it, right? After 5 years of my research, I came to a conclusion that direct selling is a wonderful profession. It's a great profession, but it is being like misinformed, or there are so many people who are doing fraudulent activities in the name of direct selling. And the only way we can stop these people from doing fraudulent activities in the name of direct selling is through awareness and education. There is no other way, right? We have come up with rules of direct selling, right? There are so many positive things that we'll be talking about that are happening around direct selling. But the only way to eradicate evil from direct selling is through education and awareness, right? Until unless every person becomes aware about what is a proper or legal genuine direct selling company versus what is a Ponzi scheme, our purpose would not be solved, right? So that is what I did from PhD. Of course, there were sacrifices. I had to sacrifice my career as a direct seller, because then I realized that I have to work for the industry and I don't have to work for myself alone and for my company, but I have to work for the industry. So I let go of all the distributorships and I work for industry now, right? So I work in the field of education. Okay. Before we begin, because people have forgotten about it, your leaders, so just a very small insight into what direct selling is, right? So before we understand direct selling, let me tell you about traditional market. I know all of you know this, just a repetition, right? So traditional market, what happens? There's a manufacturer, and from manufacturer, the who produces a product which goes into the market. And who people are there in the market? There is carrying forwarding agent, distributor, wholesaler, and retailer. Plus, they have to do some promotion. And after this promotion, product comes to the consumer. Now, the challenge with this system is that the product which is being produced at rupees 40 comes to the consumer at rupees 100, because 60% of the money goes into the market plus the promotion, market and advertisement. Now the consumer is a little upset. What are the pros and cons? So we are not demonizing any traditional marketing system, because they have invested lakhs and lakhs of rupees and then they can earn in thousands, right? So we're not saying that this system is bad, but it is a little bit like icy dicey. So I'll tell you what are the plus and minuses. So this traditional system has been in place since ages, and through this traditional middle marketing system, the product which is being produced anywhere across the world, it reaches to our doorstep, neighborhood, market, or shop, right? So we can buy a product which is being manufactured in Mumbai, Calcutta, Delhi, wherever, and we can buy it from our neighborhood shop. So it brings the product to our doorstep. But in the process, it becomes a costly system, because a product which is worth 40 rupees, we are paying 100 rupees for it. Then the second thing is that quality is not guaranteed. Why is the quality not guaranteed? Because, of course, the shopkeeper would be selling a product which is high on margin rather than high on quality. He has to look after his family. And third thing is that there are no returns primarily, right? So if you are very, very friendly with the neighbor, you are an old customer, then probably he'll return your products once or twice. But third time you go, fourth time you go, and he'll refuse it. He'll say, I've not manufactured it. Why did you took it earlier? This is the traditional marketing system. Now, if we go to direct selling, the system is almost similar. But now what happens? In direct selling, we cut down on the traditional market and advertisement, and the product reaches directly to the consumer from the manufacturer. Now, the good thing about this system is that the 60% money that was used to be distributed among the market and the advertisement or the promotion, it comes back to the consumer itself. Why? Because the direct selling company, manufacturing company says that you do both the things that market and advertisement were doing. You take our product to the customer and you promote our customer. If you do these two things, we'll pay 60% back to you. So this is direct selling. Now, now the customer is a bit happy because he's earning money. Now, pros and cons of network marketing, very simple. Not everybody understands it. And I would tell you not to uh, not to force it on anyone, right? So it's like we say, show the plan. So it is not important who is showing the plan. What is important is who is seeing the plan, because magic is in the business plan. And the person who understands the plan, he will understand it and he'll come into it, he'll jump into it. So if not everyone understand it, it is okay. We need people to do other things as well. Not everyone understands MBBS, not everyone understands technology. Likewise, not everyone will understand direct selling as well. There are people who are made for direct selling, and let us focus on those people only. What is the pro and what is the benefit of direct selling? The first thing is that the product quality is guaranteed because the returns are also there. No questions asked, right? So guaranteed product quality is there. And the second thing is that you have a chance to earn in the process. You become a prosumer. Now, what is a prosumer? Let us understand this through the next slide. We have consumers. Who are the consumers? Consumers are the ones who consume the product, but they benefit the least. And we are consumers by default. Since our birth, we are a consumer, right? But we are only spending. We are the only ones who are spending. Rest, everyone is earning. Consumer is the one who is spending. Then we have promoters. Who are the promoters? Consumes the least. They don't consume the product, but they benefit the most. Like you see the pictures of Sachin Tendulkar or Amitabh, they are great people. I admire both of them a lot, right? But they do the advertisement for Pepsi. But are they drinking Pepsi themselves? No. But seeing them, lakhs and lakhs of people are drinking Pepsi, right? So they don't drink these beverages, right? So promoter is the one, but they charge a lot of money for that, for the advertisements. Now there is a third way, which we call prosumer. Who are the prosumers? Promoter plus consumer. So we direct sellers are all prosumers. What does a prosumer do? Prosumer will promote only what he consumes. He is not like the stars. He is not like Madhuri Dixit, who is promoting a dishwasher. She never washes her dishes herself, but she is promoting a dishwasher, right? So we promote only what we consume and what we believe in. The good part is that we earn in the process. We start earning money in the process. You need to understand one thing, that in direct selling, we convert our expenses into an investment. That is what you have to understand. And I always explain this with some examples. If you keep on buying products from the shops around you, you'll always be a consumer and you'll always be spending money. It will always be an expenditure. But if you get into direct selling and start buying products from the direct selling company, what are you doing? You've turned your expenses into an investment. Just like suppose you buy an air conditioner. Now, if you buy an air conditioner for your home, it is a liability. It will be an expenditure. But if you buy a air conditioner for a hotel, now you will be charging more money for that hotel room. And that is how it becomes an asset. Likewise, if you buy a car for yourself, it is a liability. You will have to spend money on petrol, on the repairs and everything. But if you buy a car and treat it as a taxi, then you're earning money from it. It becomes an investment. Likewise, if you're buying products from shops, it is an expenditure. But if you buy a product from a direct selling company, it becomes an investment. Why? Because you start earning from it, right? So there is a very thin line, and that you need to understand. Okay, so moving on, where is direct selling industry headed globally? So we have talked about direct selling is. Now we shall talk about where we are moving in direct selling industry. So direct selling industry worldwide is approximately 200 billion industry, like 15 lakh crores approximately. Health and wellness are the key drivers of this industry. So as much as like approximately 70% of the entire business in direct selling comes through health products. 12 crore approximate direct sellers in the world, 25 plus countries who post a sale of 7,000 crore plus, right? And USA is doing approximately 3 lakh crores in the world. So we are headed in the right direction. It's a huge industry, 15 lakh crores. Now, if we talk about India, in India, direct selling last year had a turnover of around 22,000 crores. Before that, it was 21,000 crores. Last year, it scaled 22,000 crores. And our cumulative annual growth rate, which means that how fast is the industry growing in a particular country. And in India, the direct selling is growing at the highest rate amongst the top 20 countries. We are growing at the highest CAGR. Last year it was 12%. This year also it is like probably 8.5% or 9%. India's ranking is 11th. In today's scenario, we are positioned 11th. We can like probably celebrate this achievement that we are 11th, but I'll tell you, this is not something that we should celebrate. It is something that we should be concerned about. Why concerned about? Direct selling has not even started in India. I told you, US is doing probably 3 lakh crores. And we are doing 22,000 crores. USA has a population of 40 crore people. We have a population of 150 crore people. We are 4 times the population of USA. And USA is doing 12 times more than what we are doing in India. Even small countries like Korea and Japan are doing 6 times, 7 times more the turnover than we are doing at India. With all the research that I have done over the past 6-7 years, I am directly into the research on direct selling, and I can tell you that with what positive things have happened across India, in the coming 5 years, 2030, you will see we'll be in the top 5. And we talk about 10 years later, we will be in the top 3. We'll surely be in the top 3. There are so many positive things that are happening around in India, right? What are the positive things that are happening? We have the direct selling rules, right? In Kerala, we have the direct selling monetary mechanism as well, and many other states are thinking about it. Once the monetary mechanism is there, just like it is there in Kerala, all the fraudulent direct selling companies would be washed away, right? So these are the positive changes. There is education which has started. Universities have started teaching direct selling. If you look at the occupation column of a lot of forms, like whether it be bank account opening form, you look at SBI's bank account opening form, there is a specific profession called direct seller. So they ask whether you are into a private job or a public job,